Hello. In this video we are going to work through the Dandelion example together. We're going to use this as an opportunity to highlight some essential skills and build a pretty interesting turtle art example. So before we dive in, let's just take a look at a couple of the pointers here I have on my website. First thing is the color of the command gives the tab the command is in. So we're going to be looking at the example shortly, and actually I can pop it up right here. And so we're essentially going to drag all these commands onto the screen. The color of the command corresponds to the color of the tab. So you see how clean is green? There's my green tab, there's the clean. So I can drag that right on, just like that. Fill screen is blue, so I'm going to come to the blue section. I'm going to find the fill screen, I'm going to drag it in, and I want to connect them. So I'm going to drag it up and you'll hear a click, and they go together. There we go. The next one is drag the command of the work area to use them. Now we've already done that. Kind of just drag that one in. Click once to select an item, typing will change / add new content. So if we take a look at the Dandelion here, and we have the fill screen, you'll notice there's a difference between the one we've dragged on and the one here. They have 20 and 100. We have 60 and 60. So I click once to select it, and I type 20. I click once to select it, and I type in 100. So what's going to happen now is if I double click on clean, it's going to execute these commands from top down. So it's going to run clean and then fill screen. And so all this fill screen does is it basically sets the background color for our screen. To delete a command, we drag it off the work area. So if I wanted to get rid of fill screen here, I can just take it and I can just drag it off screen and it disappears. Let's put it back though. I believe it was 20 and 100. 20 and 100. The position of the command on the works area doesn't matter. Just be sure to chain the commands are linked. So again, I can put this over here, I can put this down here, I can put it anywhere I want. It doesn't matter, as long as they're chained together. Notice, I select clean right now, and all that happens is it clears off the whole screen. In order for the command to flow into the next one, they need to be connected. To detach commands, select below the connection you wish to break. So if I wanted to move this fill screen, I have to select the fill screen and drag it around. Notice if I select the clean when they're connected, they all move together. Likewise here, if I want to remove this purple tab, I just select it and I can drag it off. To run the command, double click on it. We've seen that. There we go. To clear the screen and center the turtle, select the eraser. So again, we're using this clean built-in command that cleans off the screen, but if you want to clear your screen, you can select this eraser. It just wipes out everything and puts the turtle back at the origin, which is the center of the screen. So this important point right here we're going to look at. We want to drag the yellow diamonds onto the workspace first and then name them. And we do that by selecting and typing. You will see the name diamond appear as a command block in the right window. So let's jump in here now. I'm not going to leave this screen. But you see here how there's the option Dandelion? If I come to my blocks, because it's yellow, I'm going to select it. Dandelion isn't in here. This command block tells the algorithm, or tells the instructions to jump somewhere else. And it's going to jump to this Dandelion command right here. So if I take this triangle and or diamond and I drag it on, pardon me, and I type in Dandelion, let's try that again, spell it right. There we go. There it is, Dandelion. So now I can select this here, and then that will automatically jump to here. So if I select, double click on clean, it's going to clear the screen, fill the screen with a background color, and then jump to this point. Let's put the rest in. So we're going to select turtle, set XY, so that's moving the position of the turtle. Then I'm going to move the position of the turtle to -150, -100. So I have to select the purple, -150, -100. We're going to set color, set shade, and set pen size. So let's do all of those at once. So set color, set shade, and set pen size. And we want to set that to 0, 0, 30, 0, already 0, and 30. And now we have this repeat command. So what repeat does is it essentially tells the program to run these instructions a set number of times. So we're going to run those 20 times. So I'm going to come to my orange tab. There's repeat. I drag that in. Puts 10 in for me, but I want that to actually be 20. There we go. And now we want to add this raise subroutine or method. Again, if I come to my yellow section, it's not there. The reason it's not there yet is because I haven't dragged in the yellow diamond. So we're going to call that raise. And there's my raise command. We're going to just drop that in there. And now we're going to select pen. We're going to set our pen size. There we go. We're going to set our shade. There we go. And we're going to set our color. There we go. Now, you'll see here that we have these commands on the side here, but there's not enough space on the screen. So if I want to move this entire chunk, I have to select the top of the chain, which is here, and I can make some more space for myself. So you'll see here that they have pen size, shade, and color. So what this means is this will tell the computer to access whatever the current pen size is. So if I want to connect that in here, I have to pull this 4 out. We're going to put this pen size in. I'm just going to put this up here for a moment because you see we'll need one. That's pen size. Now we need shade. So let's pull this out for a second. There's our shade. And then we need our color. We're going to pull this out and there's our color. Okay. Now for those of you that have done a little programming, this is what's called a self-referencing assignment statement. We're going to set the pen size to whatever the current pen size is, and then we're going to subtract 1.5. So we notice that this minus operator is in purple, so I'm going to come to my purple tab, and I'm going to put a minus, and why don't we do the 2 pluses while we're at it, plus, and plus, oh that didn't click, there we go. So we're going to go 1.5, I put 5, and we're going to go 1. Oh, there we go. So what's going to happen is each time we're going to run this raise section, we're going to reduce the pen size by 1.5. We're going to increase the shade by 5, which is essentially going to change the shade slightly, and we're going to increase the color by 1. And then once it gets to the bottom here, it's going to come back up to the top and run this again. It's going to do it 20 times. Now in the array we have another repeat, so let's grab our repeat. We're going to just pop that in there. And we want to repeat this one 36 times. And we need to go forward 800, back 800, right 15. So those are all green. So we're going to go forward, back, right. So we're going to go forward 800, back 800, and we're going to go right 15. And that's in degrees. And right means the turtle's moving right 15 degrees. So let's just take a quick look. Make sure we have it all here. Clean, clean, fill screen, 100, dandelion. So that means it's going to jump to here. It's going to set the X and Y to -150, -100. Set the color to 0, set the shade to 0, set the pen size to 30. And then we're going to enter this repeat loop. And we're going to run this 20 times. So we come in raise. So it's going to jump down to here. Repeat this 36 times. So the turtle will walk forward 800, back 800, and then turn 15 degrees. And then once it's done, it's going to jump up here, decrease the pen size, increase the shade, increase the color, and then back up. So if I've done this right, all I have to do is double-click clean. And there we go. There's our dandelion. Now that all happened really fast, so let's just add a little something here to slow it down. And I'm not going to explain in this video exactly what's happening. I'm going to leave that for you to kind of work through. But I'm going to show you how to slow down the process a little bit so that you can see what's happening. So I'm going to use what's called the wait command. And the wait command, if I remember correctly, is in flow. There we go. I'm going to drag a wait, and I'm going to put a wait at the end of each ray, at the end of here, and I'm going to put a wait at the end of here. And I'm not going to make it 10 milliseconds, I'm actually going to make it 2, so it's a little bit faster. We might adjust this. This will allow us to see what the turtle's actually doing. So let's watch. So you see what the turtle's doing? The turtle is, maybe I will explain it. What the turtle's doing is it's going up 800, back 800, turning 15 degrees. Up 800, back 800, turn 15 degrees. Up 800, back 800, all the way around the circle. And if we count these, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We have 25 as we move around the circle. And each time he comes around the circle, the turtle is drawing a slightly skinnier line. So you'll see that the original color is being shown. Well, I hope this video helped, and I hope that you were successful. Take a moment now, play around with this. Change it up. Change the colors, change the order of things. Have fun with it. If you have any questions, always, just ask.